Hello, y'all, and welcome to Talk Time, the series where I basically shoot a video of me talking in front of this microphone, and I just talk and talk and talk and talk. It's about 20 minutes. It could be longer if I'm able to make it longer and stretch it. But mostly it's just me naturally talking about random stuff. Could be anything that I choose to talk about, or anything that randomly comes to mind as I'm shooting this video. Okay? So what I wanted to talk about is toys that I want to buy. If you see my channel, you know I have a lot of toys of different types. I got the Marvel toys, which include Spider-Man, Mysterio, Venom, all these characters from the Marvel franchise, right? Both heroes and villains, okay? I also got horror characters like Leatherface and Jason Voorhees. Okay. I've also got random other characters of action figures like Sonic the Hedgehog and Kevin, a Minion from the Minions movie, uh, and stuff like that. Okay. So I do have toys, and there's a few toys that I will want to buy. Okay. In the future, perhaps. There's toys I want to buy like Electro, um, and other villains from Spider-Man like Rhino, Sandman, and all these other villains from Spider-Man enemies that I will want to buy the toys of. Okay, but there's other toys that I want as well, like Chucky from Child's Play. It was probably an year ago that I almost got a Chucky. It was actually the Chucky um, and the Bride of Chucky in one package with all these other, props or whatever you want to call them that come along with them. And the price I was led to believe was a certain price. And when I got to go for the self pay, it was totally different price. It was too much to pay for. I wasn't gonna do it, so instead I left it behind and I did not purchase it. Another action figure I want is Ghostface. I'm a huge fan of Scream since I was a child. I would want a Ghostface action figure, but those I do not find in local stores. Okay, now here's the problem. Here's the problem. Yes, I can find some of these action figure toys that I will want. I can find them on websites like at Walmart or Target. And yes, some of them. And yes, that's good. Like Green Goblin, if you saw, I was able to order it off the Walmart website a few weeks ago, and it got to my home, and I opened it, and now I have the Green Goblin. I can do that with some action figures that I desire to want and purchase. Okay, but there's others that you cannot find on a Walmart or a Target website. Okay, like the Ghostface. And here's the thing, I cannot trust a website I have never heard of. I'm not going to trust a site I never heard of. Okay? Because it's unpredictable. You don't know, maybe you're being ripped off. It's a scam. I don't know if this website is legit if I never heard of it. Okay? I don't know about it. Therefore, I'm not going to purchase it off an unknown website. That's just how I feel. Not only that, but I will not overpay for an action figure. Okay? Just because I really want a Ghostface Scream action figure, for example, does not mean I'm willing to pay 30, 40, 50, 80 bucks for this. Okay? I'm not a mark for it. Okay? Yes, I'm a huge fan, but I'm not paying $100, $200, for certain action figures. Okay? I mean, it's not happening. It is not happening. $10, okay, good, that's a normal price. 12, all right, it's not that much of a difference increase. 15 is still, but depends if it has some other stuff with the figure. Then yeah, maybe at $20, probably the most, depending on its look and and again, what accessories does the action figure toy have? That plays a role in my decision and how, if I'm willing to pay $20 for it. If it has more accessories, then possibly yes, but nothing to over $20 really. I'm willing to pay for an action figure. Okay, that's just me. That is just me. Okay, guys. So I have this fear of death. Okay, since I was a child, I experienced death close to me at a very young age. My pets would die. I have family that would pass on when I was a very young age, and I guess that kind of stuck with me. So this is my worry, okay? And it might get a little bit emotional here. Um, my daughter has a simple procedure in about 2 to 3 weeks from now, and it scares me. It saddens me. My daughter getting this simple procedure in a couple of weeks scares the shit out of me. Okay, it saddens me and it depresses me when I start to think about it. Okay, that's how tight. It really does. It gets to me emotionally, especially if I'm in a quiet place all by myself and that's just running through my mind. And I hate to think about it, okay? But it's the reality. She's getting the procedure. I'm traumatized by death. And it's not just her. It's not just her. If I knew, a couple of years ago, my dad got a procedure. That scared the shit out of me. So it's the same thing. If my mom gets a procedure, I have the same emotional effects. It scares me, but I think it hurts more with my daughter because she's something I made, and she's also just 3 years old. You know, I expect many years with her. So if something were to go wrong and she, I lose her, we lose her, then it's even sadder because she's only 3. But hopefully everything goes well. But it is depressing for me to think about, and I'm not ready for it, and I'm never gonna be ready for it. So like, it has to happen. Like I'm never gonna be ready for it. Even that day, I will not be emotionally ready for it to get the procedure. And it, like I said, it's in a couple of weeks, and going in, I'm gonna be sad. You know, I'm thinking the worst, and it's probably gonna be okay after it's all said and done, hopefully. And what makes I don't know. I'm not a praying guy. If you've been on my channel long enough, you know that. I'm not gonna get into specifics, but I'm not a praying guy. I have a weak faith. I'm not a guy to pray. So if you are a praying person, if you want do the praying for me, then I'll appreciate it. Okay, but yeah, let's move on to something else, right? Before I start tearing up here, um, my wife keeps telling me every time she leaves the house, and I stay alone with our daughter. She's like, "Oh, if if she gets hungry, cook her some eggs." And let's be honest, of all the things I cook, perhaps eggs is the nastiest thing I make. My eggs are nasty. I don't like to cook my own eggs. And that has not changed since I was 19. That has not changed in 12 years. I'm now 31, and I still believe the eggs I cook are nasty. Okay, I don't like the eggs I cook. It's very few times, maybe out of those 12 years, maybe just about twice that my eggs came out perfectly. I do not like to cook my own eggs, so I would not cook eggs for my daughter because it'll probably come out very nasty. She'll won't like them. It'll be a waste of eggs, and it will be a waste of time as well. My eggs are nasty. I can cook everything else. I'm good cooking and the pizza still. I'm good cooking the spaghetti. I'm good cooking everything, but eggs is something I really rather have my wife do for us or for her. Um, so yeah, my eggs when I cook them, I think in my opinion, when I cook the eggs, they're nasty. Okay, so I rather not. This is why I make videos. It helps with my stress. Making videos helps me with stress. It takes my mind off of things and it's a distraction from the stresses of life. I have a lot of stress from having to deal with my boss, very disorganized, by the way, and a lot of stress from work. Not the environment work, pretty much is just my boss. Okay, so that stresses me out. Um, Being responsible, uh, being the head of the household, that stresses me out. Um, Being a father and having to take care of a child is stressful for both my wife and I. Uh, let's be honest, she gets a lot of credit there. But yeah, it's stressful. Life in general is just full of stress. You know that if you're over the age of 17, probably. But you'll know as you get older, you'll learn and learn that life is stressful and it never ends. The stress of life never ends, okay? Until you're pretty much dead, okay? I believe it will get worse as I get older. I'll probably feel more stress as I go on in life, okay? But to my point, making videos helps with that stress much as me writing does as well. Okay, so that's why I do these videos for you all and for myself to deal. It helps deal and cope with stress. Um, I certainly don't do it because I'm for money. Because as you all know, I'm not making a dime. I'm not making a penny on YouTube. I don't have enough views or subscriptions to do that. That would be amazing, but that's not the case. It hasn't been the case for me ever. Okay? And I'm not really a comic book guy. I have like two, three of them that I bought recently, as you if you saw on my channel. Um, but once I open it and I look, it's not that exciting. Once you're done with it, like it's like okay, you know, I don't know. Maybe I just didn't get the right ones. They weren't. that exciting, those episodes or whatever, those issues. Um, I don't know. I'm not really gonna really I'm not really desiring to get my hands on another comic book. It's good to see, but once they're done, it's like, eh, you don't feel the same. I guess I'd rather watch this in a movie, in a TV show, or just read about it online. Like, okay, I'm not anti-comic. Don't get offended. Like, if you come up to me and you show me a comic, okay, cool, I'll see it. But it's not really worth purchasing and having, to keep. It's like I, I don't really desire to buy more comics. I don't. I don't. Um, what I do desire though, but if if I had a much bigger room here, um, then I would desire more posters. If you see my Spider-Man poster up there above my desk here, then if you've seen that video and probably seen in the background several times of other videos, if you've seen it before, then it's the Spider-Man Far From Home movie poster. Um, then you know what I'm talking about. I want more movie posters of different movies that I find my favorite. I probably want a Scream movie poster. Um, Texas Chainsaw Massacre. I would like a movie poster. Um, from the original Spider-Man would be cool. From the Tobey Maguire Spider-Man movie poster would be awesome. An Amazing Spider-Man movie poster would be awesome as well. Um, I don't know what else really, but I would want several posters throughout the room. But I share the room with my wife, so I can't just have it all filled with my stuff. I can't take over. I cannot take over. Okay, I can't. Gotta let her post those things, her own stuff, or our own stuff, or decorated. Can't take over. I can't. If I had an extra room to call my office, then yeah, why not? But that's not the case at the moment. I'm just saying. I'm just saying that in the future I would probably set up more posters if I had my own office space or whatever you want to call it. Um, so yeah, just something more to talk about. Speaking of cooking things, since February, I have promised my wife that every month I will cook something. And, I was able to do that for the first 3 to 4 months. Recently, it's been like, I don't know what else. I think the last thing I cooked with the spaghetti and meatballs, if I remember correctly. So I need to think about something different. I don't like to do the same thing. Um, so I already done the pizza gimmick. I did the spaghetti and meatballs. I did the lasagna once. And I don't remember what else, but it's up there on my YouTube for the past several months. So I want to think of something to cook for the maybe before Christmas. I know on Christmas she does the tamales. They're good tamales too. Um, she does the tamales. She does a lot. Um, we will usually call in my parents and my brother to come, and so we can share with them. With the COVID-19, I don't see that happening. Um, if maybe we'll take them a plate, who knows? No promises. Um, but yeah, I need to think of what to cook maybe in the next week or two. Um, If not, then after Christmas I can still do it. But I want to do something that I haven't done for her yet. I've done the lasagna, like I said. I've done the pizza, and from dough, from scratch. I've done the pizza. Um, I've done the spaghetti and meatballs, like big meatballs. What else have I done? I can't really remember, but I need to think of something different. And there's a lot of stuff that I'm like, yeah, I don't want to touch that. I don't want to deal with me doing that. I don't see myself doing those things, certain things, and being like, yeah, if I'm not gonna be into it, it has to be something that I really, really crave and desire to eat myself, or else I'm not gonna put the effort into it. I'm not gonna have the desire to do it myself. So we'll see. We'll see what I come up with, and I'll share with you all. But yeah, it's been a while, so I feel the need to make her something that's special. So hopefully I figure that out soon, and I can get that done. Anyway, thanks for listening. I hope you enjoyed it. If you didn't, I tried. This is all for entertainment. Anyways, have a good night, y'all. Take care and have a good winter. Have a good holiday season.